Good morning, everybody. It's Roger the Runner. Actually giving myself a title, eh? And it's Sunday the 19th of July 2022, about 7:20 in the morning, and I'm on Cemetery Street at the back of Goulburn North School. Call that because my right hand side here is the old Goulburn Cemetery, and further up the hill, up the rise and around the bend ahead of us is the Anglican Cemetery. So a period when different faiths are buried in different cemeteries, and of course there still is a Catholic cemetery out on Middle Arm Road. That's not the reason I'm here to explore cemeteries. I'm back in Goulburn, as you probably worked out by all that information, and before I went to Tasmania, which I did in February, it might have been March, this section of path here, which is part of the Mulwaree River track, had been built. It's about 500 metres, and it goes up a short rise, as I said, to the Anglican Cemetery, which is behind the Goulburn Gaol. The Goulburn City Council, Goulburn Mulwaree Council, I beg your pardon, had announced a plan to extend this track out to Joseph's Gate. Joseph's Gate is a relatively new housing subdivision out on the Taralga Road between Bradfordville and Kenmore, and one article I read said there's going to be 2.5 kilometres of track. Another one said 1.5. So I don't know the distance I actually run it, but I'm out here to run that and film it. Now, I'm sure I picked the very best day for filming, because as you can see it's very foggy, and I had hoped by now there would be sufficient sun to burn that off. And I'm sure somewhere behind all this fog there is the sun. So I guess what I'm saying is, besides my hands pumping up and down, the usual sniffling and snuffling, heavy breathing and shoe sounds, I'm not sure what you're going to see here through the fog, and I won't know that till I get to process the footage later. I hadn't been doing any running for a while. While I was down in Tasmania, I was running, and I ran a particular course three times in a week, and in those 3 days I had very bad, what I was calling shin splints. I don't know if that's what they actually were, but very sore lower legs. The best way I can describe it is it was the itching, burning feeling that you wanted to scratch all the time, which I did, and of course that broke the skin, made it even worse. So I thought the next thing to do was to rest, which I did. Then I came back to Goulburn. I did a park run there before I left. Then I came back to Goulburn and I rested for a week. I'll get it right in a minute. And I came back to Goulburn and well, it appears my information was wrong. There is no track here, and this is through here. Well, the track's certainly not built. There's a bridge here. It goes over, I'm not sure if this is the Wallandilly or the Mulwarry. Although there's some track ahead down there. So maybe that's what they've done. Where it starts, I don't know, I can't see. Guess we'll get off this bridge and find out. So I came back, did the park run yesterday, and I had made up my mind that I was going to do this run, what may, so I am, and probably rightly so, you got rocks in your head. Here I am. There's a gear around here somewhere. Seems like a bit of work is needed yet. I don't know. There's like a bridge up there. Obviously gone the wrong way somewhere. Anyway, down on the flat or something here. There's a track goes under here. Now, exactly where this goes, I don't know. How long it takes, or what distance it is, I don't know. I guess we'll find out together, eh? And I was talking about shin splints, as I said. The only way I could describe them was a really itching, burning feeling in the lower leg around the shin bone. I had them when I first started running, and I accepted it was probably overtraining and the body taking its time to get used to what you were doing and what you're asking it to do. And I rested a few days and then went away, and I hadn't had the problem again. It's probably 3 or 4 years. This particular track I ran on, the road up to where I was going, and on the way back I ran on some mountain bike tracks, a very popular mountain biking area, and I don't know whether it was the unevenness of the mountain bike area tracks that caused the problem. Somebody suggested to me shoes, but I'd only just recently bought new shoes. I was given all sorts of advice. Somebody suggested bath and Epsom salts, somebody else suggested ice and massage. And I'm sure they're all very valid things that would probably have worked. And as I said, I decided in the first instance I would just take a break. I think it may have been an element of overtraining. In the weeks before, I'd run about 60 kilometres 2 weeks in a row, and whilst it didn't feel particularly difficult doing it, I don't want to say it was just a breeze. The courses that I ran on, the ones that I was familiar with, didn't have a lot of hills and anything, but I guess these things accumulate and build up in your body over time. Pardon me. I guess one bit of advice is listen to your body, and when your body starts sending you messages of pain, discomfort, things hurt, there's a message that slow down, cut back, do a bit less. Maybe that doesn't work, see a doctor or somebody else medically qualified, which I should point out I'm not just a bloke running. Well, here we are on this new track, bit of a rise here. I think it's the Wollondilly River that's on my right there. The Mulwarry Ponds River flows into the Wollondilly, he said, makes its way eventually to, I guess, part of the Nepean system, and flows into Warragamba Dam. I'll tell you a bit more about Joseph's Gate when we get closer to it. Pardon me, clearing my throat. As I said, I've been in Tasmania for a good while, and when I go back here on Thursday, Victoria Park, which is across the road from where I live, seems to